primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one for you on Thursday night primetime between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. 5 glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards and a new set of downs.
Emmanuel Forbes on the stop. A gain of 18 on the play. And a 49er.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Purdy throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. Nice run there on first down, Brock. Now his defense a little vulnerable ahead of his second down play.
It sure is, and just kind of sets the table. Everything in that playbook is open to you. And if you want to be aggressive, right now might not be a bad time.
They stick with McCaffrey. And they hold him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of one more yard here on third down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
That's caught. This is Curtin. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
San Francisco.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey on the board. That's his first of the season. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Connecting here as this one flies through. And he's going to start the year 1 for 1 as they take a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. The first carry now for Kyren Williams. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. They've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Stafford back to throw. This will be caught by Adams. He stops here, gain of about 7, and that gives LA the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Here he goes, third and long. That finds Adams downfield. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knock down that run.
Defenders closing in, and they're going to get home here, and they drop him at the 40. Nick Bosa. Great start to this season with a sack.
All week long, you know this front seven will challenge each other in practice. Who's going to be the first to get the first sack of the new season? Well, we got that answer, but the race, it now just resets to see who can get the second.
In trouble, and this time he's going to get the throwaway, but it is incomplete. Never had a chance of connecting that one, Brock. At least he avoided the sack. It is fourth down.
Harrison Mevis on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed out first and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. More from this one right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at second and pretty short. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Completes it downfield to Kirk. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. It will be first down, 49ers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Well, he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
A gain of 14. First down, 49ers.
Going run again with McCaffrey. Escapes the defender. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. That almost felt like an instant replay of his previous run, Brock. Another great opening created up front. And he said thank you very much.
And this offense totally in the driver's seat. You want to try to run it back a third time? Also may be a time to throw it right over their heads with a little play-action pass.
And that's going to be a touchdown. And somebody better get hold of that football. That is career score number 100 for him as he joins a select group of players to ever reach that mark. Pinheiro there to tack on the extra point and lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Rams 3. Eddie
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
San Francisco.
Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Their own 38-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out. Well, they tried to match that last touchdown in just one play, Brock. Just couldn't connect on the deep shot.
Would have been kind of nice, right, if one play was all it took, but just not going to happen.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and long for him here. On the move, headed right. Caught for a moment, but the hit knocks that out. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
4th down, here's Stafford. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And that's all he's going to get, but it's enough. A gain of 14 on 4th down. This offense is staying out there. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that.
What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. After the sack, Stafford. And he can't find the connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing now, Stafford. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. A give left side to McCaffrey. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Deommodore Lenoir. will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Gotta protect the football.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
No gain on the play.
So no third touchdown just yet, Brock. Defense able to rally it and finally stop him right there.
Yeah, got to feel a little confidence there finally to hold him out, at least this time, after watching him get them twice before.
Throwing on second. Purdy. That one's incomplete in the end zone. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And he's going to be brought down shy of not just the end zone, Brock, but that first down marker as well. So now offense facing an interesting 4th down decision.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 19-yard.
Pinheiro's kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
17.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds him on the crossing route. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that's going to be a Los Angeles first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Stafford. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He was good on his first attempt, and his second from a little over 45 here. Mevis able to knock it through. And our first half ends with 3 points. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Well, so far, Brock, this crowd down under has been fantastic. Expected to get even louder now as we kick off our second half. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Stafford now. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Big strike here to Williams. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. That is the spark that they needed. 37 yards. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Upton Stout. Along the right sideline, there's space! And he's into the end zone for the pick six. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick six. Wow.
Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford. And he's going to go down here. Pressure gets him at the 23. Alfred Collins getting his first sack of the year here in week 1. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. He rolls to his right. He's hit again, but this time he gets the pass off. Still quickly falls to the ground, incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. This is a heater going deep. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down. I think we all knew the odds weren't great for them getting a first down, Brock, but they're not just going to give up the drive, walk over to the sideline. So took their shot, didn't work out.
So what you're saying is they didn't throw up the white flag. They threw up the bomb. It just didn't hit.
Exactly. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Purdy to throw it. And this is going to be lost on a hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And the incompletions continuing to stack up here, Brock. 3 straight plays as the defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Drops this one down here for Williams. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 9. brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Stafford back to throw. Headed out right. Delivers another one to Williams. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, we all have these days, Brock. It just hasn't been there between these guys in this one. A lot of targets, but 0 results.
Kind of tells me this defense, they had that jersey number in practice. That's what happens when you're a really good player. They make sure the defense all week long is focused on this guy, not letting him get going, and he hasn't.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a big gain from the Rams. 33 yards.
That's good for a Rams.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
21-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford connects with Adams again. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown.
Touchdown, Rams.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after.
Mevis on for the extra point.
Send right down the middle and good. And we've got ourselves an 11-point game.
Niners 24, Rams 13.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Things going well so far. So they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. He cuts it right. And he's got another one tonight. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd of this game on the ground. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Things going well so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Stafford on 2nd down. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Gain of 59 on the play. And the Rams.
So we've hit the end of this 3rd quarter for this Thursday night primetime game. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. Catch is made in close. He's going to score. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Colby Parkinson with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Mevis now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And we've got ourselves an 11-point game.
31. Rams 20.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Kirk comes in motion right. From the gun, McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
A pickup of 17. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First down San Francisco.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Purdy looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down.
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Purdy throwing here on 2nd. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Working quickly here.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. That's his 3rd on the ground this week. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And the lead now up to 18 points.
38, Rams 20. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down back at the 34-yard line. There's Bosa again. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Melbourne. Rams trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. A 2nd down throw from Stafford. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they pick him off again. And the 49ers take over as he records his 10th career INT. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
You kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
Going to the ground again on first. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
A loss of 2.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up third down.
On coverage.
Purdy throwing here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
First and 10 now from the 46. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Trying to push deep downfield. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just second down. Stafford. And we'll get another one. Defense just a split second from sacking him again there, Brock. He does get that throw away. It falls incomplete. It's third down. Here's Stafford. That finds Adams downfield. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And that will bring up a Rams first down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Stafford now. And they pick him off again. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Stafford's pass.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now it's McCaffrey. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
He and this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work, and what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign.